Hello guys, welcome back to another video. And today we're finally making another plant video. Now I am going to make an update video on our, spade to fork. I was about to say fade to spork. No, spade to fork, I think. Which is a herb garden that we've been growing for a little bit. And I'm going to try that soon, but before we do that, I want to address this situation, because I saw how much everybody seemed to like the Aero and IDOO garden videos. So I started some more because, and it will also help me get some better herbs. And in these two gardens here, we're growing basil and cilantro. Into it. Let me grab the camera now and scoot up here. And it should be right there. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't make a video, so now they're fully germinated. And you guys, once again, you guys really seem to like the Aero and IDOO garden videos. So I'm going to start posting about this garden. So what we have in these, well, there's both of them. The first one is our IDOO garden. And let me see if I can adjust that. There we go. We have basil and cilantro plants in here. So I'm going to get a little close up. And so that's the first basil plant. It's doing pretty well. There were originally 2 seeds in here, only 1 germinated. But okay, it still works. And as you can see, it's starting to produce those basil leaves. And then that's the same with over here, right there. We also have some more basil seedlings. This time there's 2 plants instead of 1. So I guess that's good. But that is okay. And I just now noticed something. So the corner plants, they both appear to have only 1 little basil plant in it. But then these middle ones, they both have 2 basil plants germinated. So I will need to clip the middle ones, because we can't have 2 of the same plant growing in the same pot, because they will compete with each other and choke each other out. So I had 8 pods, and I did 8 of them, 4 basils and 4 cilantros. And I was going to have all the basils in here and all the cilantros in there. But because there's 4 for each and there's only 3 of these slots, I had to put an extra cilantro in here. So it's kind of the odd was out, and I was going to put it in the middle there, but for some reason there's this little like plastic thingy that prevents anything from being put in the middle, which I don't really like that very much, because it makes us look super uneven and bad, but whatever. So yeah, this is that little cilantro plant that we were talking about. Very good. There we go. And it's definitely getting super big. We have our first full-size cilantro leaf there, and we have right there we also have a cilantro leaf. So that's good, and we have plenty more to come. But I hate it that. Okay, so while I was gone, I didn't want to leave these on in case something happens where they run out of water or like they catch on fire or something, and then we can't really do anything about it. So I had to unplug them and put them all the way out the window. So all the cilantro plants are super flimsy except for one of them, and so that's why I'm trying to prop this one up, but it's still kind of falling. There we go. Never mind. Whatever, it's like I can't really do anything about it, but hopefully it will perk up. So yeah, that is our IDOO garden, and I'll inform you guys when something happens with that. So let's move on to our Aero garden here. So our Aero garden here is doing super well with its 3 little cilantro plants here. The first one, like I said, is super flimsy, but like the other one, it does indeed actually have. Try and see here. It does actually have some pretty decently sized leaves as well. So yeah, that cilantro plant is doing good. Hopefully it perks up. But right now it seems to be super floppy. Yeah, I don't know what to do with it. The second one though is doing much better. Hold on. You know what? Let's just move that way. Scoot this whole thing forward. Alright, so the second one, there are 2 plants. Both of them are young, but they're doing well. Like, I'm surprised. So that's really nice. I'm enjoying that very much. You can see their little leaf shapes. Everything is super good for them. And they also have a good root system. It's a little drippy. I'm just going to put it back in there. And then the third, this last but kind of least cilantro plant here, it had a hard time germinating. It was competing with another seed, or no, it wasn't competing with another seed. Its problem was it was super deep in the little grow sponge, so it was super hard to get all the way up to the top and get sunlight from the surface. A little bit of water I got there. Just gonna wipe that up. Okay, and so, like I said, it was super hard for it to get to the surface, so it's pretty late, and it does not have any actual, like, properly shaped cilantro leaves. It just has the little leaves that it gets when it first germinates. But it's doing great. All of them are doing perfectly fine. And they look great. I wish my camera would adjust. If it wasn't so bright here, maybe it would be easier. But when you get a close-up, you can see that they look really nice. So hopefully this one and the one in our IDOO garden perk up. Because it should hopefully look like something like that when it does. You know what? Hold on. I'm going to try and do something about this situation here. Just try and like, I'm going to tear that little bit there. I did absolutely nothing. Hold on. Let's try like a little roll here. Put the plant in. Let's put the thick side down there. Let's try that. Stop leaning. Stop. Sort of. There we go. It's better than nothing. If you will not perk up, I will make you. So, it's a nice shot of that little leaf there. So yeah, that is it for our IDOO Aero garden stuff. They're doing pretty well. Now I think of it, it's been 9 days since their last fertilization, and I think it's supposed to be like every 7 or so. So let's actually do that now. And I'm just gonna. So this is our liquid nutrients. Just gonna take a capful of it. Careful. There we go. Cap full of it. And then we're just gonna pour it in there. And boom, that is it. for our fertilization of the IDOO garden. Alright, looks like I did spill a little bit of it, but sure, shouldn't really be that too doomful. Now, because this is a chemical, it's important to wipe it up if it spills, and try and keep it off of your skin because it can get some bad irritations, and worst of all, if you ingest it, then you could get poisoned or sick. Or not poisoned, just sick. But we don't want. The plants love it, humans don't. So for our Aero garden, same thing. Just gonna carefully get a capful. I can use a little more. There we go. Cap full of little plant food. And we're just gonna pour it in. And that will mix with the rest of the water and fertilize the plants. Okay, just gonna take the cap, screw that back on, and place it next to right there. Seems good. And that is it for our Aero and IDOO garden. We covered some fertilization as well, so that's just like a little extra there. And put that back there. There we go. Aero, IDOO garden. It's great. So as always, please leave a like and subscribe, and see you in the next video. Bye.